Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, before I proceed, also publish on Rumble, I'm on Patreon, Twitter, and all here for extra support and everything else. So, not much happening. Monday, quiet day. However, we got some interesting news per se. RTX 4060 Ti is now available like 5% cheaper, which might seem a huge discount, but it's only like 20 bucks or so. Basically, in my opinion, only 80 bucks to go to be at the enticing price, let's say that way. This GPU, it's low entry level. This should have been named around 4050 Ti if you want. 8 gigabyte, doesn't have like bad performance in 1080p, but again, with this launch of this GPU generation, the naming scheme is completely wrong for the performance they give from previous generation. Again, maximum $300, no more than this. This is don't I don't like to say that, but don't buy this GPU at this price. It's really not worth it. At this around this price, you have better GPUs from previous generation. If not mistaken, the 6700 from AMD, it's way better, and cheaper you have the 77 from Intel, the 16 gigabytes. I think it's around 350 or so. It gives kind of the same performance. 1080p gives good performance in 1440p and has more VRAM. It has the AV1 codecs encoding, which are very good. I think that the AV1 encoding stuff, it's even better than NVIDIA NVENC AV1. Yeah, and of course the Intel GPUs are being improving time over time with their drivers. So I think you have better choices at this price point for what it is. This is basically 1080p card. It can dabble a little bit here and there in some titles in 1440p, but very entry-level 4040p gaming, and you have better choices here. I might have to study a little bit more and see about like assembling a very like on-the-budget system. For 1080p, 4040p to update my stuff that I did a few months ago. Some launches came out, prices have lowered in some stuff. I think I need to study and see what I can arrange here for you, and do one or two videos in some different levels of budgets here. But yeah, nothing more here else to point out here, except for ASUS is doing their little thing here, launching firmware that basically lowers performance, and in this case the ROG Ally, it's like the Steam Deck competitor. With the previous firmware, I think it kind of battles here and there with Steam Deck, even though in low performance mode, so without being plugged. I think the Steam Deck still has a little bit more performance than this one. But with this new BIOS, the 319, it really screws up the memory, the performance on any kind of TDP range, for even 15 and 25 TDP. So don't download it. Supposedly they are going to even the company, after being reached out, they told everybody to hold off on the update. Should be a new update. We don't have any information when, no time frame here, but if you already did the firmware update, there is a way of using the flash utility from them. Might be not that straightforward. For sure, I don't know how to do it because I don't have this console with me, but yeah, pay attention, don't update for the 1319 firmware and wait for the new one. Kind of the same thing they did with the screw up with the CPUs exploding on their boards, and also Gigabyte with their backdoor issues there. Not good. But yeah, supposedly Microsoft will have like a good upcoming lineup for RPG fans. I don't like people just saying they have an incredible. It might look like, because none of these games have come out, and we have like the only game that we have here from this lineup is Starfield. We have like more information. Still, I'm optimistically skeptical regarding the Starfield one. I don't like to get overhyped, because even with this, even though I think that Starfield presentation that they did, it's like a good benchmark of how presentation should be done, with basically the game properly polished, at least from what they showed. Some improvements in a lot of areas, especially in combat. Even the systems they went through, I liked how they went it. Of course, we always want a more deep dive on certain things more than others, but I think the overall presentation was very good. It gave my hopes a little bit high, but still, I'm not all in on the game. Still, there is some doubts that I have, especially like loading screens, how streamlined is the thing regarding planet to space and space to planet, and even in regarding planets entering in some areas. I think there is loading screens, because how they cut the action itself. So supposedly you're going to enter, but they just cut out there from one scene to the other. In some scenes that there is like no loading screen for sure, they just seemingly did the shot per se without any interruptions, without cutouts. So it's a little bit finicky still there, but the overall systems, how they handle what they showed, seems pretty good. And also there is some doubts here on the procedurally generated content there, how they're going to do about it, how it's going to show off in the final game. But yeah, supposedly they are going to have more content like DLC stuff there, and plus for sure the mods again will have to solve a lot of issues that are coming out when the game is launched. But yeah, it seems I'm positive regarding the game. Not super hyped, but I'm positive that this game is going to be at least good. Regarding the other one that was shown in Xbox Showcase, the last one, Avowed, coming next year. I saw some communication from them, from Obsidian, that the game should be bigger than Outer Worlds. I didn't play Outer Worlds, so I don't have like a reference for the scope of the game itself. But they say also that the graphics is going to, or the art style is going to be improved. I don't know what this means. From the presentation they did, like the trailers that we had, a lot of people complained that it seems a little bit art styley on like Sea of Thieves, I think. It was the complaint that they had. Seems like going to be like a Skyrim-like kind of game in Pillars of Eternity universe. I never played any Pillars of Eternity. The last Obsidian game that I played, I think it was Fallout New Vegas, if not mistaken. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't have like broad opinion regarding Avowed. Let's see how it goes. The one that got more curious for me, it's Clockwork Revolution. So it doesn't have like a launch date, supposedly for south of 2025. Let's see how it goes. I'm very interested in this game because of Inxile, Brian Fargo, from Wasteland, and also Wasteland, the first one, and Fallout, the original ones also, I think. I'm not sure. A little bit foggy in my memory regarding that one, but I like very much Wasteland 2. I kind of did the series, but I interrupted because afterwards they were like a director's cut of the game with some improvements, and then I moved out of the country and I didn't have like a PC to play it and continue the series. And I want to also play the Wasteland 3. I think, I'm not sure if I already buy it or claim it on Epic Games stores. I'm not sure. But I don't think I have the game still. But it's one of the ones that I want to continue after the Wasteland 2 gameplay series, and then go throughout to Wasteland 3. Because I think it has like a continuation on the story and the overall arc of things, especially on the Radiant side. But yeah, this is one that is more got me curious. I'm not very positive, but I'm curious. Seems to have some elements from BioShock Infinite, mainly from like the revolutionary stuff, the time mechanic here. Let's see how they implemented. People again. There are always people complaining that it seems too much similar to BioShock. Mainly because of the art style, because it's like an industrial area stuff there, and the fact that supposedly this takes place on a like utopian city or society or something like that, and there is going to be a revolution. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Seems pretty okay so far. What we got, we only got the trailer, so let's see how it goes. Also, we got Fable. From what I see, meh. Seems I saw some stuff here from the game, from some developers and everything, and the fact that this character doesn't look like what it's supposed to be, which is like female, but that's another complaint for another video. I don't know, when I have the ability to like do a proper script to talk about like things in a proper way without ranting, because when you start ranting, sometimes the message doesn't get through what people want to say about things. But yeah, from the trailer, I think I got the intention of them. Maybe because this is basically a reboot of the game, because it's not Fable 3, so it's Fable. I think it's kind of reboot, and say I think it's kind of more a reboot of the series itself than anything more. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Don't have like major opinions here or major takes here, but yeah, it's a lot of wait and see how it goes. Outer Worlds 2, it's one of the ones that we didn't see any information on the last Xbox showcase, but it's something that I'm watching over. I think the Outer Worlds one seems pretty good from what I saw. I didn't get spoiled, so I don't know how it ends. I kind of know the setting, and supposedly it's going to be a sequel. I don't know if it is with the same character or not, because I don't know how the game ends. But I suppose so. The fact that in the first game that upgrade they did, the visual overall upgrade didn't went well. I don't know. I think it still have some issues, but I think it's a little bit better. I've not been recommending that upgrade, just the game itself, the base game. So I hope they fix firstly the first game, and then they can focus on the second one. It's my take from Outer Worlds franchise here. We got Elder Scrolls 6. We only have like a teaser, so we didn't have like any kind of aiming for the launch date. But the fact that Bethesda has Starfield, and I don't know what kind of games they are working on more, except for Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online, but that has dedicated teams. I don't know how they're working on, if they are working also in Fallout game here. Yeah, never played any Elder Scrolls, funny enough. I don't know why, never came to be. But it always enticed me, the fantasy world they were able to create. But yeah, supposedly it should come around 2027, and yeah, basically this is like their kind of lineup for RPG from Microsoft. I think this is basically more about first-party games. Yeah, this first-party studios they acquired throughout this time. Yeah, some of them I'm interested. I'm positive on Starfield, but I reticent regarding until the game comes out. About Fable, let's see. Outer Worlds, yeah, seems pretty okay from the trailer that you had. I'm interested in Clockwork, whatever it's called, and Elder Scrolls 6. Again, let's see how it goes. See if they can improve what they did with Skyrim, because Skyrim is still selling. So let's see how it goes. Also, we got like a collaboration announced between Lizopai and Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I think it's going to be on the Wulong game. Some stuff from Lizopai. I don't know if it's going to be like some dresses or weapons, or even like inspired bosses on Wulong. But yeah, no more details at the moment. Should be announced very soon if they make this kind of announcement. So we get more details in a short time. But yeah, regarding the news, this is it. I tried to pick up some interesting stuff in the middle of the nothingness. We should have more showcases. I'm just by the end of the month, supposedly we're going to have Annapurna and at Eternum. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Regarding by the end of the month, we should have more news. I like Annapurna, what they've been getting at. Let's see if they have good stuff coming out. I'm going to just, again, like I did yesterday, I think it's a good time because a lot of stuff is being announced. Like wishlisting games that should be, or you can wishlist it to keep yourself in the backlog and in your memory, so you don't miss out when they launch. This kind of game, Judas, which is from Ken Levine, I think, yeah, from BioShock trilogy. Trilogy, no, it didn't. It wasn't kind of involved on BioShock 2, but from BioShock fame here. We only had like one trailer, but it's from him. He's got a way to telling stories in games that and try to approach some themes in an interesting way, and I always interested what he has to say regarding gaming. It's one of my wishlisted game, even though we don't have any more information except for the trailer. We got also the Precinct. I managed to talk about this one from the latest, I don't know which showcase, if it was PlayStation or something like that. It seems like kind of GTA inspired kind of thing, but you're on the police side. I don't know if you're like a cop and we get the evolution from something like a beat cop, as they say, like traffic tickets and everything, to like evolving to like responding to emergencies and situations, and then you have to go through that situation. I don't know how it's going to be in terms of mechanic wise, if it is just pursuing somebody and then shot him or try to arrest him or something like that. That you have, if you have like a kind of investigation part of this game, which would be good, trying to investigate the crime scene or something like that. But for that, I think it's more fit to have like a first-person thing here. I don't know. It seems interesting. Very 80s aesthetic here. Not a lot of complicated graphics, and the art style seems okay. Very similar to GTA 3-ish, between 3 and 4, kind of the thing here. Yeah, but it's on my wish list. I'm going to monitoring this thing to see how it evolves, and if you're interested in that kind of game, you can also wishlist it. I will leave the Steam page links in the description. And now for some gaming deals. Got Control Ultimate Edition. I managed to grab this one in the same kind of promotion here on the last deal that they had on Steam. I know I picked this one because it's one of the ones that I want to make a gaming series. Very cheap. This is Ultimate Edition, so with all the DLC and all content, 75% off, around $10. So it's pretty good. So we can also investigate here. Just a quick glance on the 505, which has the Miasma Chronicles here. It's got some decent reviews. I'm curious to play this one, mostly positive. It's not discounted, but you can put it on wishlist and wait for a discount here. Yeah, basically this is it. The rest, or it's ignored by me because not for me. Oh, we got Death Stranding. I covered this yesterday, I think. 50% off on the director's cut. Yeah, basically, yeah, this is it from here. Also we have XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. I have like 200 hours on this game. 90% off. Even with the other, I think you can buy more bundles, even though XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, it's one of the better ones. And of course you have huge amounts of mods on this game that improve the gameplay and tweak the mechanics. The story is, I think it's basically the same, but it has a lot of more mission, very different type of enemies. It's endlessly replayable. For the mods, if you want to buy this game, I refer to you to Christopher Odds. He's got a playlist on his channel with the last series that he made with XCOM 2 with 200 plus mods. You don't have to install them all, but he also on the workshop you have his kind of playlist of mods that he used there, and it's very simple. You just select the mods that you want and the game auto updates there. And if you are kind of familiar with mods, it's pretty easy. If you're not, there is even on, it's not Vortex, but it's the Nexus mod. They have a lot of tutorials there for you to get around with mods in any game. It's pretty simple this day and age. No need to tweak any files or anything like that. Again, we got Shadow Tactics. I mentioned this one a few days ago. Very positive. It's 90% off. You have a demo here to try it out before you buy it. It's ends by the 29th of this month. Seems very similar to like the old Commandos games with this kind of isometric view, and it's like point and click. You got to infiltrate, avoid like the enemies and stealth kills and hide the bodies and everything. Seems pretty good. And of course you have the story part of this game. I'm very interested in playing this game to see how it goes and if it's worthwhile making a gaming series. More, we got the Banner Saga. I will put the free games here, but here on the first game we also have like the Banner Saga Deluxe. Should have like 5 hours when this video comes up, around 6 hours or something like that. To buy this on a promotion, 80% off. The Stoic Edition, $15. I think it's a good price. It is very good. You can play. The saves are can be made from one game to another. So I think it's a good overall trilogy on how, and it's turn-based. It's very good. Also, we got Forza Horizon 5. It's on promo, 50% off. Even though it can be a little bit expensive with all the add-ons bundle, but it's $40 to $45, give or take, 56% off with all the content that it's been launched till now. So I think it's a good price. I'm waiting also to see how it goes with Forza Motorsport. I've been seeing some videos here and there. Seems pretty good. We'll wait and see. But yeah, I think I like this kind of more relaxed game, less simulation heavy. And you can go through all the maps and everything. Seems pretty good. Very positive overall. Even the previous one, Forza Horizon 4, it's on sale also. Yeah, you can have like a bundle here. And lastly, from Steam, we got the Batman Arkham collection. This is, I think, the trilogy. I have the first 2 games here. I ignored the Batman Arkham Knight because it was a bad port when it came out, so I didn't even buy it. But yeah, I will not do a series on this one, I think. I don't know. When I announce the resuming of the gameplay series, I will try to make a poll to see if there is any interesting on this one. Again, almost finished, around 6 hours when this video comes out to get this deal. And lastly, you got Alien Isolation on GOG. This is the Ultimate Edition or whatever they want to call it. $10, very good. I made a gameplay series on this one, very good game. At the time I didn't play the DLC, but I think it has like good DLC there with some different modes, like kind of survival mode or something like that. But yeah, it's very good game. I like it. It was like a return to form on Alien games, and of course Alien Dark Descent, it's also coming up. It's different how it goes, but seems pretty good also. And yeah, try to not overstay for today. So I'm going to wrap up with my GoGetFundMe for me to upgrade my PC to get better and more content for my private clients and start doing some video stuff for them also. And of course, in my free spare time, doing daily videos. I want to do also some scripted content to get some deep dives on some subjects I like to talk about, and resume my gameplay series, and possibly in the near future maybe do some live streams. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. So till then, Kunamy Master out.